But that is a massive part of your marketing. That's a massive part of like your reputation online, which is where people are doing business.
Hey, I'm Jeremy with Northwest, and today we're sitting back down with Laurel, our marketing manager. Laurel, thank you for being here. Let's talk something kind of interesting. Public complaints, because customer service sometimes gets drug out into the public. What do you do when someone complains publicly?
Honestly, I think that we follow a lot of the exact same rules that the customer service team does. If somebody calls and has a complaint, they're not going to just hang up on them. And we do the same thing. We respond to those exactly as we would if they were emailing or reaching out to us in any other way.
How is that typically?
Just handle the problem, like acknowledge the problem, acknowledge whatever went wrong, acknowledge if something went wrong, try to figure it out. If it's someone who is saying a lot that we would need to get specific details on, we will slide into their DMs and try to get some information or see if we can give them a call and just try to handle it. We have had that situation on Reddit before, actually. The person went off about what their situation was. It turned out that the name that they had wanted for their LLC was already taken, and they missed the email, like letting them know about that. So the business was delayed in forming because we needed to know what they wanted to call it since their name wasn't available. So it turned into a whole thing, and we just acknowledged the problem. We're like, hey, so sorry. Like, let us get that taken care of for you. Let us help out with that. And we've done that. We've publicly acknowledged that we were going to send somebody a refund right there. That one made me nervous because I didn't want people to like see it and then just take advantage and be like, oh, well, if I complain online, they'll refund me my money.
Did that happen at all?
No,
really?
Not at all. Yeah. It felt like it might, right? Like,
totally.
Like saying that. And so it felt a little bit strange, but at the same time, like that particular situation, it didn't go right. And so we acknowledged that. And we ended up having people respond to that same thread saying, that's really cool, actually. Like, people got human with us that were not the people directly involved.
It's 2026. How you handle a customer complaint is a public affair, and all your potential customers are watching.
Yeah.
Was there a conversation before making that public response and public refund?
Yeah, we talked about it. And at the end of the day, like, we couldn't, in this particular situation, and I don't remember all the details, it was like good 8 months ago or so.
But world in customer service.
Yeah, right? Like, how many people have we talked to since then? But like, it was something that was messed up, and we couldn't really do much besides say sorry. But that feels really flat when somebody is putting their heart and soul into their small business, and they're putting their money into that, and they're expecting the experience that they've seen so many other people recommend us for. Like, they're saying, these guys are great. These guys do everything within a timely manner. They answer your questions. And that's not the experience he had. And he's like giving details about his experience. So just saying sorry isn't going to cut it. Like, no. So in that situation, especially for something public, we had to say, you're right. And we're going to be reaching out to you by phone. We're going to take care of this. I've already gone into your account and initiated a refund. So sorry. Like, that was it. Like, we just had to say that. And at the end of the day, it felt like that was the best thing to do, was to just take care of the client exactly as we would if they had called.
So are you still doing that to this day if somebody complains publicly?
It depends on the situation. Like, if you go on and you're not a client and you just like raise some sort of complaint, we'll look into that. And I think that that's one of the things, is that if somebody's making a legitimate complaint and they're listing details or talking about their experience, we're going to try to figure out who they actually are and figure out what happened with their situation and try to take care of them and resolve that. So if it's somebody just complaining because they want to see what they can get for free out of it, they're not going to have that account. They're not going to have those notes. They're not going to have that sort of paper trail of any kind of situation. So yes, we're going to do our research and make sure that there was a misstep or there was some sort of problem. But if there was, then we're going to take care of it. We're going to take care of our clients. And that's an okay thing to say publicly.
Doing the right thing is always the answer. Coming up, Laurel is going to give us some advice for when you have to handle that first big public complaint. So in a world where people often take to social media more often than they should, kind of putting companies on blast. What advice do you have for a smaller business owner when somebody goes to a public forum to complain?
To not avoid it. I think it's really, really easy to just say, oh, that's just one person, or that's just a Karen, that's just, whatever it is. But that is a massive part of your marketing. That's a massive part of like your reputation online, which is where people are doing business. What is it, like some 90% of consumers look up a business and to decide whether they're going to sign up with them or purchase from them, whatever it is. So if you're not taking control of those conversations, somebody else is, or there's not a conversation and people are left to assume that you don't care about your customers, which isn't really inspiring to want to make people want to buy from you. So I would recommend that you would take care of a customer online exactly as if they came into your store and said those same sort of things to your face. What would you do? How would you respond to that?
Excellent advice. Laurel, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us today. Hey, if you've ever had someone complain publicly, let us know about it down in the comments below, and I hope we get some pretty good stuff.